and it will not be all at once. Nobody is going to turn on a switch and America returns to where it was.
Right.
One of the things that we're looking at, Cardi, is the kind of testing which will enable people to know, first of all, whether they have the virus or not. And if they have the virus, clearly they should not be going out and spreading the virus. Second of all, if they have antibodies, which will make them immune, perhaps, to somebody else giving them the virus. So we got a lot of work to do on that. What you said a moment ago, what has to be said over and over again, a lot of people are hurting tonight. You know, a lot of people have lost their jobs. They're worried about how they're going to get food for their family, how they're going to pay their rent, pay their mortgages. And in Congress, some of us are trying to deal with those issues as well.
Yeah, and like the jumps of deaths is crazy right now. Like right now, America really have the most deaths on coronavirus patients, victims. Like I think it's now 25,000 and
it's more than that. 30,000 now.
Yeah, we surpassed Italy.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy to me. And what I'm seeing, ways that they are preventing, I don't think that this will happen in America, because America, I love my privacy, but in Wuhan, ways that they are preventing people from spreading the virus is like they're controlling where are people going. Like every single time that people go out, get out of their apartments, they have to, like, I don't know, do a certain type of scanning. Every time they pay for something, they do a certain type of scanning. So when somebody goes to the hospital with the coronavirus, they can detect where you got the virus, and they can advise you that you've been around a person that has the coronavirus. And that's what they're doing in Wuhan to prevent the virus. But I don't think that as much as I would like the coronavirus to stop spreading, it's just, I don't know. That's just too much information on the people. And
well, the balance here, and it's a tough one.
Yeah.
We have to stop the spread of the disease.
Yes.
And, you know, if somebody is in a room with a whole lot of other people, a whole lot of people can get sick, and some of them can die. And that we have to stop. On the other hand, you have a legitimate concern. We don't want to be having all kinds of information and, you know, on everybody in America. That's a violation of civil liberties. So how you get that balance is what we're kind of working on. But the main thing right now is to stop the spread of the disease. The other thing is to make sure that if somebody is in the hospital, they get the care that they need, that the doctors and the nurses have the protective equipment that they need. You know, we're losing doctors and nurses who are becoming sick, sometimes dying because they don't have the kind of masks and other equipment they need to protect themselves.
Right. And, you know, and it really makes me sad, because there are like some patients, like I know somebody that have somebody in the hospital right now with coronavirus, and it's like they are in a very bad state. And it makes me sad that they cannot have their family around them to nurture them, to hold their hands and say, like, everything is going to be all right. Like, not everybody trusts doctors. Not everybody trusts hospitals. Like, you always want, like, somebody looking over. And it's really sad that some people, like, their last moments, they cannot even spend it with their families, which is something that is really sad. It's really heartbreaking. Hi, husband. Oh, that's my husband. He's so burning, my husband. Sorry. And that's the type of things that, you know, it makes me sad. But right now, even though we are going through this coronavirus crisis, you know, people are still running. And I heard that you are endorsing now Joe Biden. And, you know, we're really now in the matrix. It's either Joe Biden or Trump. And one thing is, you know, a lot of people like the youth, they don't really rock with Joe Biden because he's conservative. But the thing is that, like, you know, I think Obama, right? I think Obama did like a smart move where he picked Joe Biden as his vice president, because that's how he got the conservative vote. And just because there's so many people that are liberal like me and are a little bit more open with things, a lot of these states are not. So I think that that's why, you know, Obama had Biden as vice president, and now he's endorsing him, and we're very excited to to see that. I'm very excited, and I'm excited too that you are endorsing Joe Biden. And I will want you to tell my platform, why are you endorsing him? Like, why should we vote for him?
Well,
And
a couple
how
of
can
reasons,
we spread for us to vote for Joe Biden?
Okay. First point is that when I announced that I was running for president, and there were like 18 people running, what I said is, if I don't win, and I tried hard to win, I will endorse the Democrat who wins, because Donald Trump is, to my mind, the most dangerous president in the modern history of America. This is a guy who lies all the time. He doesn't believe in science. He downplayed this whole coronavirus, which has led to the deaths of many thousands of people unnecessarily. He doesn't believe in the Constitution. He thinks he's above the law. So this is a bad news guy that has got to be defeated. And I will do everything that I can to defeat him. What I am also trying to do right now, Cardib, is to work with Joe to see that he becomes a more progressive candidate. All right? In other words, what I want to see him stand for, which he will, is to raise the minimum wage to at least $15 an hour, to make sure that all of our young people have the opportunity to go to college regardless of their income. All right? To cancel student debt for a lot of people. I would go further in all of these areas than he goes, but he is moving in the right direction. He's moving in the right direction on immigration reform. I think you will be pleased to hear what he has to say. I know that criminal justice and the number of people who are in jail today, often African American or Latino, disproportionately, is an issue of concern to you. I think you'll be hearing him making some pretty strong statements about the need for criminal justice reform to make sure that we're not throwing young people into jail, but getting them the education and the jobs that they need.
Yeah. And even like right now, people that are in jail, they are not being protected as good as they should with this coronavirus. And one thing that baffles my mental, right, about number 45 is that, when this coronavirus news was hitting and everything, he just kept blaming that this was a move of the Democrats to make him look bad, that everything that the Democrats do is bad propaganda to make him look bad. But the thing is that, honey, you don't need the Democrats to make you look bad. You make your own self look bad. There were so many chances that he had when interviewers asked him questions that he could have answered with the right answer that would make people be like, okay, he actually cares. And instead of him giving a right answer, he just shuts them off or just degrades them. And it's like, you don't need no Democrats to make you look bad. Sir, you make your own self look bad.
Well, Cardib, he's doing that.
Views on Twitter
he's doing that right now.
Responsibility. We are in this point because of him. He could have been avoided this in January. A lot of people, I have a lot of love for the Chinese people, but a lot of people, when coronavirus was becoming trendy in America, it was like around early January, and a lot of people felt like it would have been racist or prejudice to close the borders from China to America. And I just feel like, how come it wasn't prejudice when America closed the borders in West Africa when the Ebola virus was around, and the Ebola virus never even got here? So that's my thing. I feel like they put capitalism, money, trading goods before our health. And that's my problem. That's my issue. And instead of apologizing and giving us better, I don't know, better things than $1,600 stimulus check at one time, I feel like we deserve better because they messed up. Apologize for messing up and do better for us, for the people. Not just—
Well, that's one of the things about this guy is he doesn't apologize, and he lies all of the time, and he blames other people.
Yes.
So right now, because he downplayed the disease, he did not listen to the scientists, he did